morning.
That's a beautiful picture.
That is a gorgeous shot. What do we call this shot?
Turnaround shot.
It's a turnaround shot, folks. You know I coined that.
You did.
I did. Years ago.
I've heard it everywhere.
Thank you very much. Everyone copies me. Now everyone uses an iPad. I was the first person to ever use an iPad. You know what? I wish people knew, people thought that I was as great as I think I am.
You used to have the little green case.
I know. I did.
It would disappear with you.
I'm joking, folks, but I was the first with the iPad, and the turnaround shot is always one, because I know what it's like in the morning. You're getting ready, you're just kind of listening sometimes. Maybe you're getting ready to get the kids off to school, getting yourself ready for whatever activities, whether it's work or things they have to do, but then we get those beautiful live shots, and I want you to turn around and take a look at it because it is gorgeous. Temperatures will be in the 80s today. There it is one more time as we get those beautiful orange hues as the sun comes up. All right, Ginger, we will send it over to you.
Yeah, it's like stopping and smelling the roses. Just take a little time to appreciate, here in Southern California, where I can see a little bit of that slowing on that 101 freeway there. In fact, that's the Hollywood portion of the 101. But for us, the Ventura stretch of the 101 is the real tough spot. And that's because we have this outstanding signalage. And believe it or not, it looks like the far right lane was just reopened, okay? So everything else closed here. I mean, I was hoping that was going to happen here. 101 West, right at White Oak Avenue, we have this crash where a couple of cars were involved in the crash, and then one car caught fire. So again, they were just able to release, far right lane, yeah, it looks like some people might be squeezing by in some two right lanes. But anyway, I look at those massive delays, and I can tell you this, Ventura Boulevard doesn't look like a nice ride at all. This is the stretch of the 60. So you see that red light line, and we know we can almost see the flashing lights of the signal that continues right here on that the westbound side of the 60 before you get to the 15. So flashing lights is where the crash is. Corporal, 2 left lanes are the ones taken up here. Signal expected to go until 7:15. And I will say the other issue is when that car caught fire, they put it all out very quickly. But all the retardant that's on the freeway, the fire retardant, that is part of the reason we're still seeing some pretty extensive delays on that 101 freeway and this signal here. So these are our 2 outstanding signalers in 2 different counties. We're going to keep track of them all, though, for you right on this Tuesday. I'll send it back to you, Chris.
All right, Ginger, thank you. 330 women now claiming they were sexually abused by a former gynecologist at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. This after 112 additional plaintiffs have come forward. Attorneys for the group say Dr. Barry J. Brock sexually assaulted, harassed, or otherwise abused them during medical examinations. Attorneys also allege the hospital engaged in cover-ups following decades of complaints from patients. Brock retired in August of last year, and since then, he reportedly surrendered his medical license. The state medical board accused him of negligent care. Cedars released a statement saying Brock's alleged behavior does not align with its values.
And this could have been much worse. The Orange County Fire Authority saved homes in Dana Point. A fire threatened several homes yesterday along Camino Capistrano. Firefighters say their units arrived within minutes and launched a coordinated attack from above and below the fire. Their quick action in deploying hose lines and steep terrain helped firefighters knock down the flames before any homes were lost. It is unclear how that fire started. No one was hurt.
Dramatic video of a car on fire at a gas station. This happened about 2:30 yesterday afternoon on Broadway at Griffin Avenue in Lincoln Heights. Witnesses say a Chevy Camaro was on fire and the flames were close to the pumps. Los Angeles City firefighters kept the flames from reaching the gas pumps. The cause of the fire unknown, and fortunately, no one was hurt.
A flight headed to LAX returned to Omaha, Nebraska after a technical issue may have led the pilots to believe there was a security incident on board. Flight tracking website FlightAware says an American Airlines flight operated by SkyWest took off around 4:40 yesterday afternoon. It returned to the airport 20 minutes later. The FAA says there was a problem with the plane's phone communication system. The pilot declared an emergency and turned around after being unable to contact the cabin crew and heard knocking on the cockpit door. The knocking was the cabin crew trying to make contact with the pilots. The next phase of major changes getting underway at LAX starting today.
Yeah, the construction is prep for the closure and demolition of Terminal 5. Ktladt 5's Jennifer McGraw live at LAX to kind of give us an idea of what we're all going to face when we head to the airport. Good morning to you, Jennifer.
Chris and Sam, if they ever did roll out a confusing situation, this morning is one of them because there's actually pretty much nobody here at the airport. So people are supposed to be going to Terminal 5, which we now know is shut down. So now instead they're being redirected to Terminal 1, 2, and eventually Terminal 4. The airport, again, pretty much empty this morning. Most of the customers know where they're going. Other customers have been confused this morning. The whole goal is to modernize and enhance the airport experience, saying this is going to be next level. In fact, LAX is spending tens of billions of dollars in renovations. The chief airport operations officer says this marks a pivotal moment in our journey to deliver a world-class airport experience, meaning it will also hopefully be a quicker and seamless travel. But in the meantime, it could not only be confusing for flyers and congested for multiple airlines now using the same terminals. JetBlue, American Airlines, and Spirit will now operate on the opposite side of the airport and with other airlines. To help with the overflow, LAX built a midfield satellite concourse south, which is an extension of Tom Bradley, to help passengers and flights currently using that Terminal 5. Until the new Terminal 5 opens, check-in and ticket activities have the following changes. Take a look. JetBlue will be operating here out of Terminal 1 starting today. Spirit Airlines will be operating out of Terminal 2 beginning tomorrow, and American Airlines will operate out of Terminal 4 beginning October 28th. People we spoke to in the airport this morning, again, they say some confusion on this first day of changes.
Originally, my boarding pass said Terminal 5, and this morning even my Uber driver said that Terminal 1 was actually JetBlue. So that was just a little bit confusing, in addition to already having to board a plane.
I did hear on the news that some people were confused or irritated or annoyed, which I get it, but I feel like changes always happen. And then especially with technology, I feel like, you know, we always get notified, so that's a good thing. So.
Especially for creatures of habit. If you're used to going to Terminal 5, that is no longer so. Just check your boarding pass to see which terminal you're supposed to be getting. Of course, there's going to be some hiccups in the coming days, but hopefully they'll have it ironed out for the future travelers. And hopefully it'll be a beautiful, easier experience for people to come in and out of LAX. That's the very latest. I'll send it back to you, Hollywood.
Jennifer. Isaiah Green was a vibe. That guy leapt off the screen. I mean, we want to know all about Isaiah Green.
You're welcome.
Right? What was his deal? I mean, he just looked like
Isaiah Green was traveling with a friend. Yeah, he was traveling with a friend. He said the Uber driver saved him. He's going to be on his way, and he was pretty pumped about it. He's like, I got this.
Well, we like his vibe.
Yes.
Like we were like, that guy knows how to party.
Where is he going?
Yeah.
Why? Who is he meeting when he gets
Exactly.
there? We would like the whole itinerary.
He deserves a 3-picture deal. Whatever his whole deal is, get that guy an agent stat. All right, Jennifer McGraw, thank you so much.
Henry, you look good with a mustache like that.
Oh, what you think?
It was a
so?
handlebar.
Yeah, a little handlebar. I don't know. I'm not so sure about it. It's if you can wear it,
Yeah.